Welcome to Strong Male Figure. Today, we're diving into one of the most misunderstood psychological truths in modern dating. Her tests do not destroy attraction. Your reaction to her tests does. This idea is ancient. The Stoics understood it, the warriors understood it. But it is more important now than ever. Because modern dating has become a battlefield of emotions, attention, and digital illusions. Women don't just test you in person anymore. They test you on WhatsApp, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, phone calls, voice notes, public comments, and silence. Most men have no idea they're being tested. Even fewer know how to respond. This is where attraction is built or broken. Let's go deep. Chapter 1. Why Women Test Men. The real reason. A woman's test is not about manipulation. It is not about making you suffer. A test is a signal check, a stability check, a masculinity check. Women test men because they want to feel safe with you. They need to know you are stable under pressure. They need evidence that you can lead emotionally. They want reassurance that your confidence is real, not performed. A woman does not test with logic. She tests with emotion, energy, and behavior, often unconsciously. Her mind asks, is he strong? Can he handle me? Will he collapse under tension? Can he remain calm when I'm not? Can I trust his frame? This is not toxic. This is biology. A woman naturally gravitates toward a man who is emotionally composed, mentally steady, and psychologically grounded. Every test she gives you is an opportunity to demonstrate that strength. Chapter 2. How Women Test Men in the Modern World. Ancient tests were simple. Emotional storms, jealousy, social pressure. Today, you're getting tested across multiple platforms and timelines, consciously and subconsciously. Let's break down the 10 most common modern tests women use and why most men fail them. Test 1. The delayed reply test. Texting. She replies late. She leaves you on seen. She disappears for hours, then returns with a simple, hey. Why? Not because she's trying to hurt you. She wants to see, will you become needy? Will you double text? Will you panic? Will you emotionally collapse because she wasn't instantly available? Most men fail the moment they text, did I do something wrong? Why aren't you responding? You're ignoring me? Boom, attraction dies. A strong man simply continues his day. He doesn't chase. He doesn't react. He stays focused on his mission. This tells her, my world doesn't stop because you paused. That is attractive. Test 2. The social media test. She posts a selfie. She posts a picture with a guy cousin or coworker. She posts a story saying, out with the girls tonight. She's checking, will you get jealous? Will you interrogate her? Will you lose emotional control? Will you become insecure? When you remain calm, grounded, unbothered, she feels safe. When you explode emotionally, she sees instability. Stoic principle. What disturbs you is not the event, but your interpretation of it. A woman studies your interpretation. Test 3. The attitude test. She gives you a little attitude, a short tone, a sarcastic comment, a cold reply. Not because she hates you. She's checking your emotional temperature. Most men respond with anger, defensiveness, panic, apology overload. A man with stoic discipline responds with calm energy, relaxed composure, non-reactivity, light humor if needed. This tells her, Your emotions don't rattle me, and that makes her feel deeply attracted. Test 4. The change of plans test. You set a date. She says, "Let's meet later." "I'm not sure yet. I might be busy. Can we see?" She is checking. Will you get upset? Will you lose confidence? Will you beg for the plan to happen? Will you lose your frame? A strong man simply says, "No worries, let me know when you're free. If I'm available, we'll do it." Calm plus boundaries equals respect. Test 5. The jealousy trigger test. She casually mentions, "Some guy at work asked me to hang out. That waiter was cute. I got hit on today." Not to hurt you, she wants to see, are you a man who panics at competition or a man who sees no competition? Your reaction determines her attraction. Your calmness determines her respect. A strong man is secure. Security is irresistible. Test 6. The withdrawal test. Sometimes she suddenly becomes distant. Shorter replies, less affection, less energy. This is not rejection, it's assessment. She wants to see if you stay centered, remain confident, remain independent, avoid over-chasing. Your stability reassures her. Your desperation repels her. Test 7. The emotional storm test. She cries, she complains, she stresses, she overwhelms. She wants to know, can you hold the emotional weight without collapsing? This test makes or breaks attraction. Women don't fall for looks, muscles, or money. They fall for emotional leadership. When you stay calm during her storm, she attaches deeply. Test 8. The boundary pushing test. She asks, "Can you come see me again today? Can you skip your gym for me? Can you ignore your responsibilities?" She wants to know if you'll betray your mission for her. A weak man abandons his priorities. A strong man says, "I'd like to, but I have things I need to handle first." This communicates value. Women respect value. Test 9. The humbling test. Women sometimes joke about you. Your height, your style, your voice, your choices. Not maliciously, they're evaluating how you carry yourself. If you get upset, unattractive. If you become arrogant, unattractive. If you stay confident, deeply attractive. Test 10. The "Are you really that guy?" test. In every woman's mind is this unspoken question: is his confidence real? She tests you to find out. Your reactions are the answer. Chapter 3. Modern examples that show how men fail or pass these tests. Let's go deeper with real-world scenarios that happen every day, on phones, in cars, in restaurants, online, at home. Explanation 1. The Instagram story test. She posts a picture looking beautiful. Other guys comment heart eyes. She doesn't mention it. Most men react, "Who is that guy? Why are guys texting you? I don't like that post." This kills attraction instantly. A confident man scrolls, smiles, moves on. No emotional reaction equals power. Example 2. The cold message test. She suddenly replies, "Okay, yeah, sure, 'kay." Men panic. Is something wrong? Are you mad at me? Did I do something? Wrong move. A strong man stays calm and simply continues the conversation normally later. or waits for her to come back with energy. She feels your steadiness and her attraction grows. Example 3. The night out test. She says, "I'm going out with my girls tonight." A weak man gets scared, gets jealous, interrogates her, argues. A strong man, "Have fun. Text me when you get back." Short, calm, confident. She sees leadership. She feels security. She respects you more. Example 4. The testing compliment. She says, "Your haircut looks different." Or, "That shirt is all right." Or, "You're so confident it's almost cocky." She is checking if you will defend yourself or stand tall. A weak man, "What do you mean? You don't like it? I can change it if you want." A strong man, "It looks good on me." Or, "You'll get used to it." Or, "That's the idea." No emotional wobble. This makes her melt. Example 5. The "let me see if he'll chase" test. She cancels plans last minute. "Something came up. Can we reschedule?" A weak man, "No, please, let's still meet." "Why are you doing this? Don't cancel on me." A strong man, "No worries, we'll try another time." No punishment, no reward, just calm indifference. This is incredibly attractive. Part 2. The psychology behind her tests and the Stoic response. In Part 1, you saw the what, the types of tests women give modern men. Now we go deeper into the why, how, and what your reactions reveal about you. Because here's the truth. A woman's tests don't expose her, they expose you. Your discipline, your emotional control, your composure, your masculine frame. Her tests are mirrors. Your reactions are your reflection. Most men don't like what they see, but a strong man learns from what he sees. Chapter 4. What happens in her mind during a test? Let's break down what is happening internally for her during each test. This will give you an advantage 98% of men never develop. 1. She's testing your emotional strength. Women live in emotion. Men live in logic. When she tests you, she wants to see if your logic can guide her emotion, not drown in it. If she becomes emotional and you mirror her energy, she feels unprotected. If she becomes emotional and you remain steady, she feels safe. Women don't want to lead you emotionally. They want to relax into your emotional leadership. 2. She's testing your confidence. Confidence is not the way you talk when everything is easy. Confidence is how you carry yourself when things get uncomfortable. Examples. When she challenges you. When she disagrees with you. When she pulls away. When she gives attitude. When she gets emotional. When she becomes silent. Your reaction shows whether your confidence is real or fragile. A fragile man collapses. A strong man holds frame. #3. She's testing your independence. Women are naturally drawn to men who have purpose, direction, ambition, mission, goals, discipline. If her behavior shakes your ability to focus, she loses attraction. If you remain mission-focused, she sees you as a man worth following. #4. She's testing your boundaries. A man without boundaries cannot lead a relationship. If she pushes and you bend, she loses respect. She loses trust. Attraction drops. If she pushes and you stay calm but firm, she respects you. She relaxes. Attraction grows. Boundaries are masculine. Neediness is feminine. She is testing which one you operate from. Chapter 5. What happens in your mind during her tests? When a woman tests you, it triggers a man's deepest fears. Fear of losing her. Fear of rejection. Fear of being replaced. Fear of not being enough. Fear of abandonment. These fears create reactions like over-explaining, chasing, emotional outbursts, defensiveness, insecurity. These reactions tell her one thing: this man needs me more than he respects himself. And once she feels that, attraction dies. But if you respond from strength, curiosity, calmness, confidence, emotional control, patience, she reads something completely different. This man is grounded. I feel safe with him. Attraction skyrockets. Chapter 6. The Stoic Response. Mastering her tests with emotional control. This is where most men fail, not because they don't know what to do, but because they don't know how to remain centered in the moment. Stoicism teaches us, the man who controls himself is stronger than the man who conquers cities. Women are attracted to emotional mastery, not emotional numbness, emotional mastery. Here are the 6 Stoic principles that allow you to pass every test she throws at you. Principle 1. Do not react, respond. Reactions are instant, emotional, and chaotic. Responses are chosen, intentional, and calm. Women test you to see which one you operate from. Example, she says, "You never listen." A reactive man says, "What? Yes, I do. Why would you say that?" A Stoic man pauses, then says, "Tell me what you mean." Calm, controlled. Curiosity replaces ego. Principle 2. Hold your frame. Frame is your emotional kingdom. It's your internal world, your confidence, your beliefs, your values, your boundaries. If her behavior enters your frame and changes your behavior, she is leading you. If your frame stays stable and influences her, you are leading the relationship. Whoever controls the frame controls the dynamic. Principle 3. Speak less, control more. Women test with emotion. Men pass tests with silence. Not coldness, not punishment, not distance. Calm silence. Example, her. "You didn't reply to my message fast enough." Weak man. "Sorry, I was busy. Please don't be upset." Stoic man. Makes eye contact. "I respond when I can." Short, calm, powerful. Women feel strength in a man's silence. Principle 4. Never negotiate your self-respect. If she pushes your boundaries, your time, your money, your goals, your friendships, your mission, never bend to avoid conflict. Stoics defend their values without aggression. Example, her. "Stop going to the gym so much." Stoic. "Training is important to me. I'm not changing that." No debate, no apology. Women love men who protect their mission. Principle 5. Practice emotional patience. Many tests resolve themselves if you simply wait. Women often test in moments of stress or insecurity. If you overreact, you fail. If you wait, she usually returns to balance. Patience is masculine. Impulsiveness is childish. Principle 6. Stay grounded in your purpose. Your purpose must be stronger than your desire for her approval. The moment she becomes the center of your world, attraction collapses. Women chase men who chase their mission. Women lose interest in men who chase them. You pass tests automatically when you stay focused on your purpose. Chapter 7. Modern tests and how to respond like a strong man. Let's go through real scenarios, modern situations, and powerful responses. Scenario 1. She takes hours to text back. Most men panic. Why aren't you replying? Are you talking to someone else? I miss you. You fail. The strong male figure response. You stay silent. You continue your day. Hours later, when she texts, you reply normally. You show confidence, busyness, emotional stability. She now feels she needs to match your energy. Scenario 2. She gets an attitude for no reason. Most men escalate. Why are you talking to me like that? You're overreacting. Wrong move. Stoic response. You seem stressed. What's going on? You remain calm. You lead the emotion downward. She feels held, not attacked. This builds deep attraction. Scenario 3. She says she might cancel plans. Weak reaction. Please don't cancel. I really wanted to see you. You fail. You show you need her more than yourself. Strong reaction. No stress. Let me know what works for you. If I'm free, we'll do it. You stay grounded. You stay indifferent to uncertainty. You show value. Women chase men with value. Scenario 4. She mentions another guy. This is a major test. Weak reaction. You like him? Are you replacing me? I'm not okay with that. This shows insecurity. Strong reaction. Cool. Or, sounds fun. Zero insecurity. Zero emotional spike. You communicate. I do not compete. I am the competition. This intensifies attraction like nothing else. Scenario 5. She goes cold for a day. Most men spam her phone, panic, overthink, assume the worst, apologize for nothing. Stoic response. You wait. You give space. You let her come back naturally. Women always come back to emotional stability. Your silence teaches her your value. Scenario 6. She tries to control your time. She. Why do you always go to the gym? Skip today. Weak man. Okay, I'll stay with you. Strong man. I'm going. Join me if you want. Purpose, pleasing. She respects it, and she becomes more attracted to you. Scenario 7. She tests your confidence. Her. You think you're all that, don't you? Or, you're too sure of yourself. Weak men defend. Strong men smirk and say, I like myself, yeah. Women melt at this. Confidence plus calmness is irresistible. Part 3. The modern male frame, digital tests, and the art of passing every test she gives you. You now understand her tests. You understand the psychology behind them. You understand the Stoic foundation needed to pass them. Now we level up. Because modern dating has changed the game. The way women test men today is more subtle, more digital, and more constant than ever before. If you don't adapt, you get left behind. If you master this, you become the rare man she cannot manipulate, cannot shake, and cannot forget. Let's go deeper. Chapter 8: The Rise of Digital Testing and Why It's Deadlier. Most men think women only test them through attitude, silence, jealousy, emotional storms. But in 2025, most tests happen in silence on a screen, not in conversation. Here are the 7 modern digital tests women use and what they reveal about you. Digital Test 1. The Scene Test. She reads your message but doesn't reply. You panic. You fail. You double text. You fail. You reply with neediness. You fail. But if you remain calm, you communicate abundance. You communicate confidence. You communicate that your world is not shaken by her pause. Women test to see if you worship them or respect yourself. Your reaction reveals the truth. Digital Test 2. The Story Test. She posts a story and waits to see if you watch immediately, if you reply instantly, if you react emotionally, if your mood changes. A weak man replies within seconds, sends heart emojis, tries to impress, becomes digitally predictable. A strong man watches, doesn't comment, or doesn't watch at all, or responds hours later with calm energy. Your digital behavior communicates your real-world frame. Digital Test 3. The Last Seen Online Test. Women check when you were last active, how frequently you're online, whether your pattern changes when she pulls back. If you suddenly become more active, if you respond faster than usual, if you start posting to get her attention, she knows you've been affected emotionally. She loses respect. A Stoic man's digital presence remains unchanged. He is consistent in all environments. Digital Test 4. The Who Liked Her Picture Test. She posts a beautiful photo. She watches your behavior. If you become jealous, if you make comments, if you monitor who liked it, you lose. A man at peace with himself is not shaken by pixels on a screen. Women love men who don't panic over attention that doesn't belong to them. Digital Test 5. The Availability Test. She texts at 11 p.m. Are you up? She wants to see, are you always available? Do you jump for her instantly? Is your world centered around her schedule? If your response always comes immediately, she learns you have no boundaries. A strong man replies when he chooses to, not when commanded by desire. Digital Test 6. The Blocking/Unblocking Test. Some women block you temporarily to see, will you chase? Will you message on another platform? Will you behave desperately? Many men beg, plead, panic, fail. The strong man does nothing, and nothing is the most powerful reaction of all. Digital Test 7. The Other Guy Comments Test. She lets another guy comment, you look beautiful. Wow, stunning. She watches you. Your emotional reaction determines your masculine frame. A king never competes with peasants. You win by not entering the arena. Chapter 9. The Modern Masculine Frame. Let's build the frame that passes every test, not by force, but by nature. Women are deeply attracted to men who embody emotional stillness, discipline, ambition, mystery, calmness under pressure, self-respect, boundaries, self-control. But they lose attraction instantly when men overreact, beg, explain themselves, become jealous, spiral emotionally, try to impress, need validation, break their principles. Let's build the strong male figure frame step by step. Frame Principle 1. You are your own center. When a woman becomes the center of a man's life, he chases, he fears losing her, he accepts disrespect, he breaks his standards, he becomes emotionally unstable. This is why she tests him even more. She senses weakness. But when you are the center, she chases you. She tries to earn your attention. She respects your time. She invests emotionally. She becomes loyal voluntarily. To be a strong man is to be self-centered, not selfish, centered. Your life is your mission. She is a beautiful addition, not the foundation. Frame Principle 2. You control your emotional world. Most men fail women because they cannot control themselves. They react instead of respond. They escalate instead of calm. They attack instead of lead. They panic instead of breathe. Women test your emotions because they want to know, if life gets hard, can this man handle it? Your emotional stability is your masculine currency. Frame Principle 3. You are not easily impressed. Modern men worship beauty. When a man sees an attractive woman, he loses frame, loses strength, loses standards, gets intimidated, becomes submissive, becomes needy. This is why beautiful women test constantly. They are checking if your attraction blinds your masculinity. A strong man appreciates beauty, but does not lose himself because of it. Women are addicted to men who don't melt in their presence. Frame Principle 4. You have a mission bigger than her. A man without purpose is a man without gravity. Women orbit men with missions. They abandon men who orbit them. Do not chase women. Chase your destiny. Women follow destiny-driven men. Frame Principle 5. Your silence is more powerful than your words. In modern relationships, silence communicates control, stability, confidence, lack of desperation, emotional mastery. When she gives attitude, silence works. When she tries to provoke jealousy, silence works. When she pulls away, silence works. When she posts drama, silence works. Silence is not weakness. Silence is strategy. Chapter 10. Long-term attraction. How to keep your frame over years. Passing early tests is easy. Keeping attraction alive long-term requires mastery. Here's how powerful relationships survive modern chaos. 1. Don't over-text. Fast replies kill attraction. Slow replies build curiosity. Consistency, availability. 2. Don't overshare. Mystery creates attraction. Transparency creates boredom. Reveal slowly. 3. Don't overinvest early. Let her earn deeper parts of you. Women value what they work for. 4. Maintain your boundaries always. The moment you break your boundaries, she loses respect. Attraction drops. Tests increase. Stability dies. Boundary equals masculine backbone. 5. Stay physically and mentally sharp. A man who lets himself go physically sends the signal, "I've stopped leading myself." When you stop leading yourself, she stops following you. 6. Keep your social life and independence. Never make her your only source of meaning. A man with friends, hobbies, passion, and ambition is attractive for life. 7. Keep your emotional distance balanced. Too distant, she feels unloved. Too close, she feels overwhelmed. Be warm, be present, but remain in control of your heart. Women fall deepest for men who could love them intensely, but choose to love them consciously. Chapter 11. Why her tests are a gift. Most men complain about women testing them. Strong men are grateful. A woman's tests: reveal your flaws, expose your insecurities, strengthen your character, refine your emotional discipline, shape you into a leader, prepare you for modern dating, build your masculine frame. Tests are not attacks. Tests are invitations to grow. Every test passed unlocks deeper intimacy, deeper respect, deeper attraction. You do not avoid her tests. You rise above them. Chapter 12. The final Stoic message. A Stoic man understands he cannot control a woman's tests. He cannot control her emotions. He cannot control her reactions. But he can control himself. And that is enough to change everything. Women don't want perfect men. They want grounded men. Men who are emotionally stable, calm under pressure, mission-driven, confident without arrogance, strong yet gentle, silent yet powerful, present yet independent, loving yet disciplined. Attraction is not magic. Attraction is emotional physics. Her tests are pressure. Your reactions are your structure. If you bend, you break. If you stay steady, you rise. In life, in love, in dating, in relationships, your frame determines your fate. This is strong male figure. Be the man who cannot be shaken. Be the man who cannot be manipulated. Be the man who leads with calmness, strength, and purpose. Pass every test by being a man who does not need to pass tests to prove himself. Be the man she respects before she tests and loves after she understands.